The artist loves the craft. We've got the commander, loves organizing, managing the people in the process. And then you got the skydiver who just loves the risk. They literally just love the risk. They live for that arbitrage opportunity. And so for a skydiver, I do think paid media is where they're most inclined. They're usually more willing to take higher risk, higher reward. And so the risk of like paid media is usually first on their bucket list. It can be volatile at first, but what they'll probably quickly realize is a quick story I heard a couple of years ago. I was listening to Frank Kern on a podcast, and someone asked him, "What are your biggest regrets in your entrepreneurial journey?" And he said two things that hit me. One is he said, I was too short-sighted with how I judged paid media campaigns. I would look at something and I'd say like, I'm deciding winners on like, looking at last month, who are my winners, who are my losers, and I shut off my losers. So it's like, I was too short-sighted. I turned those off. And the second was I spent too little on paid media. So it was kind of around the same thing where for that skydiver personality type, if you can just take this as wisdom that I've inherited from other greats in the business world and in the marketing entrepreneurship world, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line, you will look back at today and say, why didn't I spend more? You just will. And if you can bear the risk of a little bit longer time horizon to recuperating whatever those costs are, or you have it's a little bit easier for you to say, I win or I learn. And I use that to propel me to innovate on a daily, weekly basis. I think paid media is going to be something that feels more inclined with you. But I think it's the other surprising thing. If you know you're a risk taker, go risk in that way. Really, like you're the skydiver. Skydive. It's interesting in business because the ground, if we relate to skydiving, like the point of no return where you've made a mistake keeps on extending for entrepreneurship, which is an interesting thing, right? Like you don't lose until you quit. You don't lose until you quit. And so that's what I found for my story is I'm definitely the skydiver personality type. I'm someone who I realized for myself, I just love the risk of the game, the arbitrage opportunities there. And if I can keep on telling myself, I will quit tomorrow, not today. Today I'm going to keep trying, but tomorrow maybe I'll quit. You keep on elongating the time, your ability to innovate, your ability to keep on testing, and the ability to just have enough experience so that it becomes deep-seated knowledge and truth in your soul that we win or we learn every single day. And so if you're feeling friction in your marketing and the things that you're trying just don't feel like they're feeling natural to you, it probably comes down to your personality type and trying to do something that's more in line with the things that bring you life and kind of light you up on a daily basis.